The Red Terror was a period of brutal political repression and violence that swept across Soviet Russia during the early years of the Russian Revolution. Emerging from the ideological fervor of Bolshevik leadership, it sought to consolidate power, eliminate perceived enemies, and quell opposition. This article examines the origins, methods, and consequences of the Red Terror in the context of the tumultuous period following the October Revolution. Origins and ideological underpinnings. The Red Terror emerged in the wake of the October Revolution of 1917, when the Bolsheviks, led by Vladimir Lenin, seized power. The Bolsheviks were driven by a radical Marxist ideology that sought to establish a proletarian dictatorship and transform society through revolutionary means. Key ideological tenets of the Red Terror. 1. Class struggle. The Bolsheviks viewed the revolution as a class struggle between the proletariat and the bourgeoisie. The Red Terror aimed to suppress any opposition from perceived counter-revolutionary elements. 2. Centralization of power. The Bolsheviks sought to centralize power in the hands of the state, viewing it as a necessary step to achieve the goals of the revolution. Methods of repression. 1. Cheka and secret police. The Cheka, or the All-Russian Extraordinary Commission for Combating Counter-Revolution and Sabotage, was established in December 1917 under the leadership of Felix Dzerzhinsky. It served as the principal instrument of repression during the Red Terror, employing ruthless tactics to identify and eliminate perceived enemies of the revolution. 2. Mass arrests and executions. Thousands of individuals, including political opponents, intellectuals, former aristocrats, and suspected counter-revolutionaries, were subjected to mass arrests. Many were summarily executed without trial. 3. Forced labor camps. The Red Terror saw the establishment of forced labor camps, precursor to the notorious Gulag system, where political prisoners and perceived enemies of the state were detained and subjected to harsh conditions. 4. Censorship and propaganda. The Bolsheviks tightly controlled information and implemented strict censorship policies, ensuring that only state-sanctioned narratives were disseminated. Consequences and legacy. 1. Fomenting fear and suppression. The Red Terror instilled a pervasive atmosphere of fear and distrust in Soviet society. The threat of arbitrary arrest and execution served as a potent deterrent to dissent. 2. Political consolidation. The Red Terror played a crucial role in consolidating Bolshevik power, enabling them to establish a one-party state and suppress opposition from rival factions. 3. Human cost. The human toll of the Red Terror was staggering, with estimates of casualties ranging from tens of thousands to over 1 million. 4. Long-term impacts. The legacy of the Red Terror would reverberate through the decades, influencing the development of the Soviet state and its approach to dissent and opposition. The Red Terror was a dark chapter in the history of Soviet Russia, characterized by widespread violence, repression, and ideological fervor. It reflected the Bolsheviks' ruthless determination to consolidate power and shape the course of the revolution according to their vision. Understanding the Red Terror is essential for comprehending the complexities and contradictions of the early Soviet era and its enduring impact on the trajectory of the Soviet Union.